What's happening? So, GGG has decided to take a fight against Brook. And I can see a few GGG clit lickers and pussy huggers who'll be so, absolutely, jumping for joy that GGG is taking this massive fight, this really, really tough fight. After all, GGG is the what did some of these fucking fans say? He's a real fighter. I mean, I read one comment actually said a true fighter. True fighter. Oh, this motherfucker. So this pussy boy has decided to take a fight against Brook. When he supposedly was in negotiation to be wanted to take a fight against Chris Eubank Jr. But after all, what's happened now, as it turns around, is that Eddie Hearn, who's the promoter of Brook, has made a video. He's gone onto, is it IFL London? He's gone onto his favorite YouTube channel to, make an excuse to say, oh, well, it was Chris Eubank Sr. who was preventing the fight from happening because he wanted to control everything and he wanted to control ticket prices and we wouldn't do this and we wouldn't do that. Cut the crap, Eddie. Cut the crap. You're full of shit. Full of bullshit. And let me explain why Eddie Hearn is full of shit. He said the first things first. I mean, if there was a negotiation with Chris Eubank Jr. to fight Gennady Golovkin, and there was any sort of issue, how does it transpire that all of a sudden, within 48 hours of a text or a tweet from GGG supposedly asking Chris Eubank Jr. to sign a contract, miraculously 48 hours later, the fight is signed to fight not another middleweight, which, if it was like a Billy Joe Saunders or something, I would probably understand and go, oh, fair enough. Okay, he's actually taking on more of a challenge because he actually wants to fight the champion and the guy who beat Chris Eubank Jr. I can understand that. But no, that's not the situation here. What happens is 48 hours later, the guy, the guy who's supposed to be negotiating with you doesn't hear anything about a contract, but miraculously you decide to sign a fight is made with the guy who's 2 divisions below you, a welterweight. Rather than another middleweight, you sign a contract to fight a welterweight. And Eddie Hearns is there trying to spin it around that. Oh well, it was the other guys. It was their fault. Eddie, you can fool most of these fucking sheep who kiss your feet. Dumbasses like IFL London and people like that who are just like, oh yeah, we need to get access to Eddie Hearn, and if we say anything dumb to Eddie Hearn, Eddie's not going to talk to us. I get it. If you want to go and kiss Eddie Hearn's ass, that's absolutely fine. But but those who actually have the ability to think can actually see this bullshit a mile away. It's crap. It doesn't work like that. You don't automatically sign a contract within 48 hours. Oh, you already signed a contract with somebody else. That tells me, if you had any sort of brain, that tells me that the negotiation wasn't with the guy you were supposed to be negotiating with in the first place. That was a publicity stunt. That's what it was. You were using the guy's name. You're using the guy's, because if people knew that the negotiations with Brook was from the outset, everybody would have slated the fight. They would have slated it, and people are going to slate the fight anyway because the fight is bullshit. GGG. I mean, why not fight a middleweight, GGG? If you're supposed to be this, I want to unify the divisions, Mexican style bullshit. If you really all about that bullshit, why didn't you fight Billy Joe Saunders? If you truly wanted to be undisputed middleweight champion. It's bullshit and dumbasses, and wait for the first dumbass to actually come, make his fucking video, the GGG defenders. Oh, you're talking bad about GGG. Oh, you're a hater. Must defend GGG. You plug in your little battery, You put your battery pack in, and you program yourself straight into type to try and defend fucking GGG. Must defend GGG. You don't even have the ability to think, because you fucking stupid ass fuckboys can't comprehend simple common sense here. Just simple, brain processing. They fucking played you. Eddie Hearn's a fucking liar. Fucking piece of shit. He's lying. And people are falling for it. Fucking whoopie-doo. You're fighting a fucking middleweight. You're fighting Kell Brook, you're fighting a middleweight. Whoopie. Why'd you fight another welterweight? Why'd you fight one of the welterweight champions, you fucking piece of shit? And I call you a piece of shit too. You are. Because if you were really, about that challenge, you would have fighting the other middleweight champions and become undisputed, or actually win 2 or 3 belts and become the best welterweight champion. And then people can say, okay, fair enough, now you're going to move off to fight, GGG. But no, you don't want to fight any of the welterweights. You want to go straight up to go and fight GGG. Get fucking battered. But no, people are not going to feel, oh, that's not too much of a loss, because everybody loses to GGG anyway. But what fucking Kell Brook fails to understand is that as soon as you take your loss from GGG, your stock goes down to 0. Because fighting GGG is fool's gold. It's bullshit. GGG doesn't fight tough competition. He obviously sees you as a bitch, because you're nothing. That's the people he fights, bitches. He doesn't fight fucking real fighters. So Kell Brook is gonna go into the line, along the line of those bitches that GGG have been fighting. It's incredible, and people are just too stupid to see it. But no, I'm a fucking GGG hater, of course. But GGG wants to be undisputed, right? Yeah, Mexican style, he wants to be undisputed. That's what people fucking dickheads keep fucking telling people. Oh yeah, he wants to be undisputed. He wants to be undisputed. Oh, fucking, why are you hating him? Why is he fighting a fucking welterweight then? Why is he not fighting another middleweight? Or fight at least one of those decent competitions. Or at least move up and fight a fucking decent fighter. Fight in super middleweight. He doesn't have to give up his belts. He can fight a super middleweight. He don't have to give up his belt. If he wants to be a challenge, he's fighting fucking little guys. Well, that's what GGG does. He fights people who are fucking, smaller than him. Bullshit fights. And he's fighting Kell Brook. Oh, well, anyways. Anyways, let the minions, let the fuckboys make videos after mine. Fucking praise this fucking move. But, everybody who has a brain will be able to see and, be able to comprehend that this is a bullshit fight. Fucking cherry pick. Bullshit. And you're trying to blame fucking, Chris Eubank Jr. Trying to blame him. And blame his dad. Oh, they're difficult to negotiate with. I'm fucking sick of listening to this bullshit. You want to lowball people. You want to use people's fucking name to get fucking publicity. And then all of a sudden, you think that's and Eddie Hearn's fucking co-signing that bullshit. But then again, Eddie Hearn's a promoter. That's his job. His job is to bullshit. To sell fights. That's his job. He's a promoter. He bullshits. That's what they do. If you're too stupid not to realize it, then I don't know what to say. Anyways, it is what it is. Peace.